My name is Juan. I'm from Guatemala. I work with Mundo Posible, and I'm an indigenous person from the highlands of Guatemala. I was born in 1985 when the war was very crude in Guatemala, and by then schools were not functioning, and so my four older siblings didn't go to school. Some people were killed and were hit by the soldiers because they couldn't answer some question in Spanish. They didn't speak any Spanish. My mother doesn't speak Spanish till today. So my dad told me, I don't want you to have this kind of life or to pass through what I've gone through. So he said, you better go to school and learn and progress in life. Actually, when I finished fifth grade in the primary, I had to go to another community because every other kid quit school at fifth grade in my community. No one else wanted to go to school because all the people were very poor. So I had to walk like a half an hour. And then when I went to high school, I had to walk like an hour to get to my school. And to have a career, actually, my dad and mother, they had to sell a piece of land so that they can have an education. It was a big sacrifice that they did for me. When I started my career, which is 3 years after básico, this 6 years we call secondary school in Guatemala. The last 3 years were like the most expensive ones because I had to go to another town, which is like 64 kilometers from my town. I had to go live there for 3 years. After I graduated and my other sister graduated, we had to work so hard so that my other two younger brothers could have an education. There is something that education gives you that nothing else will give you. It's the way you think and the way you see things in life, to have much more opportunities in life, but also to fight against poverty. Because when you give someone education, you basically are changing not only his life, but the life of his generation. So you break the bonds of poverty with education. Besides my education, there's two other things that changed my life. Learning English is one of them because I was by then, I'm still a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and I was sent to a mission to the United States. I lived a couple of years there, and when I saw the United States and all the things and the culture and the progression and all opportunities, that just changed my vision. Then the other thing, it was technology. When I graduated from secondary school, I was introduced to computers, and I saw like a whole new world of opportunities too. I just saw that with a computer and internet I could learn anything I wanted. So I got myself into engineering. Anyone in the world, anywhere, if this person has access to information, whether it is through internet or any other offline server, that person can learn anything. He can develop any skill and progress in life. And I see that the future of education actually it's in technology. I don't see it going anywhere as technology. Now in developed countries, you don't have to go to school anymore. You just have to sign up in any course, any university, open courses, and you can learn anything you want. So when you get to a community that doesn't have a library, usually kids are hungry for knowledge, for education. And when you show them Rachel for the first time, they like for me, a new world of opportunities appears into their life, and they just want to have Rachel. And teachers also, many teachers would like to educate in a better way the kids, but in rural areas they don't have books, they don't have a library, so they don't have the resources to teach the kids in a better way. So Rachel has impacted the life of many people. Actually, in Guatemala, we are now working in more than 300 schools that have Rachel, and we are adding almost 50 schools every year to our program. What gives me hope is people investing in education, because if they want to change someone's life, they have to do it with education.